Hi, today we're going to take a look at the OWC Mercury Elite Pro Dual USB-C hub. So let's see what it can do. Here in LensVid, we have looked at many types of storage solutions for content creators, from compact portable drives to advanced NAS units. The device that we shall be looking at today sits somewhere in between, serving both as a regular dual drive, mini USB hub, and a user programmable RAID array. OWC, or Otherworld Computing, is based in Woodstock, Illinois, and had been developing different peripheral devices for computing for over 30 years. The company currently has a very extensive line of portable external drives and hubs with USB-C and Thunderbolt options with different port options and different top speeds. You can buy the Mercury Elite Pro with either dual hard drives, dual SSDs, 2.5 or 3.5 inches, or with no drives at all and use your own. Our test unit came with two fast OWC SSDs. We will look at some of the numbers in a second, but the official top transfer speed of the hub is rated at 1026 megabytes per second write speed when using RAID 0 mode, which is pretty impressive, at least on paper. To install or change the drives in the unit, you will need to open two center screws on the back of the unit using small Phillips screwdriver and tilt the unit forward and pull the inside part. Inside our test unit, which came pre-assembled, we found two 2.5-inch OWC Mercury Extreme Pro G6 drives. These drives are officially rated at 559 megabytes per second read and 527 megabytes per second write. Both drives are held up in place by a single side screw. On the front of the unit, there are three indicator lights. The top will blink red for right side disk errors or missing disk and green for normal activity. The lower LED will do the same for the left disk activity. The middle OWC logo will show solid white when connected to the power and solid blue light when connected to the power and active host. On the back of the unit, starting from the lower part, there is a proprietary DC in. Next, there is a security lock and dual USB 3.2, 10 gigabit per second USB Type A ports, as well as a single USB-C 3.2 10 gigabit per second 3 amps for peripherals and another USB-C 3.2 10 gigabit per second for a host device. Both USB-C ports have OWC's Cling-On connection, which is sold separately and designed to prevent accidental disconnection of the USB-C cable. Possibly the most interesting part is located in the top section on the back of the unit, where you can find 4-mode RAID dial selector and a recessed RAID set button. Finally, there is a 60mm fan in the back that, based on our experience so far, doesn't produce any audible noise. The RAID dial selector offers RAID 0 as default for speed, RAID 1 for redundancy, as well as span, where both drives shows up as a single large disk, and finally JBOD, which shows each drive separately without being combined. To change the RAID mode, disconnect the device from the host and power it off. Rotate the RAID dial using a paper clip or a flathead screwdriver. Once you're done, reconnect the power supply cable, then use the paper clip or a small screwdriver to press the RAID set button and only then connect the USB 3.2 data cable to the host computer. The button should remain pressed until the new volume appears on the desktop and you are asked to format the drive. The unit itself comes with a USB-C to USB-C cable, USB-C to USB-A cable, an external power supply, and a quick start guide. Now that we covered the design, build, and operation of the unit, we can talk about the performance. Please keep in mind that the performance number that we are sharing here are based on the model that we received, which uses dual SSD drives from OWC, but this should provide a good benchmark for what the case is capable of. When set to RAID 0, we got the following transfer speeds on our test system in the studio. The differences here are a little bigger than we would like to see, especially between our automatic JavaScript and the manual control test, so we don't really have a good explanation. Here are the rest of the tests that we have run, all using manual transfer with both RAID 1, span, and JBOD. As for pricing, the model that we have been testing with dual SSD drive, 2 TB in total, sells for $460. Other versions are also available up to 8 TB with SSDs, as well as conventional hard drives or an empty unit for only $128. So that was our look at the OWC Mercury Elite Pro Dual USB-C hub. You can check out the full review with all of our test results on lensvid.com. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. See you on the next video.